My name is Dr. Mike Petrow. I am a graduate of the Guild for Spiritual Guidance. I've served on the steering committee and I now teach for them, cultivating the mystic strand, talking about sacred love as a core that runs through all the world's mystical traditions. I love the Guild for Spiritual Guidance. When I first got involved with the Guild, what stood out for me with them as a program, as compared to a lot of the other spiritual formation programs that I had looked at, is the Guild's integration of a whole person and whole world approach to spiritual transformation. What drew me predominantly was the Jungian psychology at first, because I have a Jungian background. And what had been my experience as a slightly younger person was that a lot of the folks that I went to who were teaching contemplative practice and spiritual transformation were predominantly working with older individuals who honestly were just a little bit more integrated than I was. And as I was getting into my practice, I was having issues with shadow. I was having issues with ego and persona and all these different components of who I was that were kind of bubbling up and creating challenge. And what I found in the Guild was an organization that was actually talking about that, was helping me understand how that takes place in me and how contemplation and spiritual transformation work with all of that at my own particular path. But from there, the Guild also puts an emphasis on the profound theological vision of Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, which is this beautiful look at a divinely fired cosmos. And so what I saw the psychological being integrated with the material and understanding that neither one of them were fully divisible from the mystical or the spiritual. And this to me gave me great hope, and the experience was absolutely wonderful. It was everything I wanted it to be, because it showed me how my own personal transformation was so completely connected to what was going on in the world around me, and to recognizing the beauty and the divinity in everything, right? This beautiful sacramental cosmos that we live in. It also helped me understand that I needed to be an agent of change in the world, because I'm in it for more than just me. And that was actually really, really cool and really helpful. What I found in the Guild as well was a beautiful communion of like-minded and also completely different souls who were wonderful companions on the journey. And I've been out for a few years, and I find myself still deeply connected to my fellow participants and to the conversation that we continue to have, kind of encouraging each other along the path. The Guild helped me do my work, but it helped me find other people who were doing the work and with whom I could do it together. I cannot state enough how unique and special I think the Guild's particular formula is, again, particularly in the way that they bring in the psychological, the material, the cosmological, and the mystical all together. And Jung and Teilhard are such good guides. And then what we do in the strand that I teach, when we look at the worldwide mystical tradition, we find these touch points in various religious institutions and contemporary and ancient expressions of those seeking truth and understanding that it is entirely possible that love might just be the DNA of the cosmos, and that within us, which connects us to those around us and the very world that we live in. I really hope that if you're even remotely interested in the Guild for Spiritual Guidance, you explore further and you become a part of the dialogue and the conversation that we have taking place, because it is such an amazing community of individuals who are doing transformative work, not just for ourselves individually, but for the sake of the world around us.